Good morning, my fellow heroes. This is your N Hero Nagato, back again for another OPM video. I know my fellow kapunchers, you have been waiting for this to happen. So for today's video, we will be talking about I think one of the most confusing areas in the game right now, which is club contest. And this time, hopefully, this video will be able to aid you, with the questions that you have about club contest, specifically for battle pace. So my fellow kapunchers, if you want to get to know more about battle phase, how do we go about it? Just kindly tune in and please do not forget. Mga kapunchers, don't forget to subscribe, ring the notification bell, like, comment, and share for more OPM related videos. So everyone, let us start with a quick refresher here. So battle contest happens every when? Yeah, every Tuesday, every Thursday, and every Saturday. You got it right. And there are 3 divisions. Your normal, elite, and epic division. Normal happens every Tuesday. Thursday, elite division will commence in Saturday, and I think the most important day. Saturday, we're in epic division will commence, and that's the time that you get the amazing rewards as well. Well, honestly, my fellow heroes, I think this is one of the most confusing areas right now in the game. And it's not because it's hard or it's really difficult or it's really complicated. It's just that we weren't given enough and concise rules and instructions before it's released. I think it would be nice if they have utilized their social media, they're active on Facebook, to give us like a snippet of what are the things that we can expect in Club Wars. I have shared this insight and suggestion to the OPM team, and gladly they replied that they're going to consider that moving forward in the events that they're going to release. So everyone, let us start with a quick refresher here. So battle contest happens every when? Yeah, every Tuesday, every Thursday, and every Saturday. You got it right. And there are 3 divisions. Your normal, elite, and epic division. Normal happens every Tuesday. Thursday, elite division will commence in Saturday, and I think the most important day. Saturday, we're in epic division will commence, and that's the time that you get the amazing rewards as well. Honestly, my fellow heroes, I think this is one of the most confusing areas right now in the game. And it's not because it's hard or it's really difficult or it's really complicated. It's just that we weren't given enough and concise rules and instructions before it's released. I think it would be nice if they have utilized their social media, they're active on Facebook, to give us like a snippet of what are the things that we can expect in Club Wars. I have shared this insight and suggestion to the OPM team, and gladly they replied that they're going to consider that moving forward in the events that they're going to release. Yeah, in the club contest, everyone is very straightforward. I actually prepared just 3 letters to explain, the things that you need to do inside the gameplay. Let us start with Occupy. Yes, you heard it right, guys. Occupy. That's the first thing that you need to do in the game, aside from your usual exploration that I've already discussed in my previous video in the contest phase. In battle phase, you just need to basically occupy all of the 8. So there are 12 areas in this map right here, segregated into 2. Let's start with the small areas. So the small areas, my fellow kapunchers, there are 8 and they're designated into 2. Your hero and your monster. So these are the buff that you will be able to get. Hero Drain stands for Hero Lifesteal or Lifesteal effect. So if you deal a specific damage to your opponent, a percentage of that, a certain percentage of that rather, will be given back to you as an added HP or as a heal. Monster Reflect, I think it's very straightforward. Whenever an opponent will attack you, a certain percentage of damage will be reflected to them as an extra damage. So I think it's very important for you to occupy everything before fighting the boss, so that you can maximize your damage and increase the chances of you, hopefully fight or defeat the boss, because you'll be able to get at least 500 coins or 500 honor medals if you will be able to do so. And for the strategy, guys, it's very straightforward. I think it's the job here will be coming from your leaders in the club, wherein you need to get at least the 8 people or 8 characters in your club who ranks highest in arena, because it's going to be in PvP style. And the main reason why you need to do that, my fellow kapunchers, is for you to be able to decrease the chances of other clubmates or your enemies right here to plunder and reoccupy the area. So if they reoccupy the area, I think you already know what's going to happen, right? The stats that you were able to get will be transferred to them, and that's the main reason why before 8:30 p.m. where the battle phase will kick in, it's very important for you to check if you have everything. If you have all of the 8, again, if you have all of the 8 small areas occupied. I am an optimistic hero, my fellow kapunchers, so let's say this is the dream, right? You were able to occupy all of the 8 small areas, and if you don't, it's totally fine. I think the best strategy here is to line up your character or your club members based on their arena rankings, because it's going to be in a, let's say, PvP style. So if you've already have done your part, and it's just really a matter of you of the, let's say, RNG messing up with you, if you're going to be against with, let's say, the number 1 club in your team, and there will be 600,000 battle points difference, and the ranking in arena of the club that you're going to be against with, majority will be in the top 50. It's going to be tough, correct? So it's okay, as long as you've done your part as a club leader or as a club member. I think that's the most important thing, right? Moving forward, my fellow heroes, protect. I think you already have done your part. Everything is in place. Your top 8 players are in their specific designation, and I'm referring to the small areas, 8 small areas. Protect. That is now your job to check all of this 8 small areas here every now and then. What we usually do is we check it before 8:30 Manila time. So roughly it will be 8 to 8:30. We have a scout to check the specific areas and to count if how many occupied areas, small areas we have. So it's highly recommended, or I would encourage all clubs to have a scout for you to be able to check your ranking, and for you to be able to check if you have all of the 8 small areas occupied. And if not, that's the time that perhaps you would call someone or one of your members to assist you, and has a better gear or was able to get a better hero on that day to plunder, or to get a chance to reoccupy your old position or old small area. Lastly, guys, conquer. Nagato, why conquer? We're not in COD. Conquer, guys. In a sense that you need to conquer these 4 big areas right here. These are your research facility, your power facility, your lab facility, And lastly is your training facility. So how do we go about it, my fellow heroes? By the way, shout out to my team or to my club in Server for Fearless. We did amazing last week, so let us make sure to continue and to improve what we have done last week. So going back, what we did was we actually strategize, guys, or my fellow heroes. But majority of the things that we did was to really focus in the on getting the research facility, because it ranks first as far as honor medals gathering is concerned. So research will give you 2,000 honor medals. Power, training, and lab will give you 1,500 honor medals respectively. So it's very vital because there's a 500 difference, right? So what we usually do is we put our arena rankers, or even myself, I'll go to research if we have found out that, let's say, we'll be facing with a not so difficult opponent or not so difficult clubs, but it's going to be tougher, guys, if you're going to go against with a higher ranker club than than your club. So that's the time that you really need to strategize. So there are 4 specific areas, meaning there are 40 members that are needed for you to fully occupy all of the 4 big areas, correct? But right now I think no one has reached that level yet. I think level 10 for you to be able to get 40 members. We're currently at level 5. We're a level 5 club, so maximum is 34 players. So what we usually do is we put 6 here, and the remaining will be 9, 9, and 10. It actually depends. We just make sure that each big areas right here will have a ranker. So I'm ranked 3rd and ranked 4th in 5th in arena today, as of today. Rank 4 is my deputy chief here, Strike. Shout out to you, my man. So what we usually do is we go here, and the rest of the I think it would be easier to say that we can win at least 3 battles. So it's a more complicated round robin, guys. Wherein if you sign up, the first one will be able to fight at least 3 battles or to win 3 battles. In Filipino we call it matera matibay, wherein it's survival of the fittest. So it's very important for you to put the strongest in front for you to be able to increase the chances of getting or winning or conquering the area. So it's and how they compute it, it's averaging, meaning, let's say we got 4 wins. Our opponent Arc was able to get at least 1 win. Bogle, they have not won any battle inside this arena. So, well, basically we conquered the research facility, and 200 honor medals or 200 honor points will be added into our bucket right here. So that's pretty much about it. My final thoughts, we're still getting the hang of the map here and how do we go about it, but I think that's the most important, 2 of the most important things. One, in occupying small areas, guys, you need to put your top 8 characters or players in those 8 small areas, because that's the best thing to do. That's the best thing you can do, honestly. The second thing that I would like to highlight and to reiterate is that in conquering all of these small areas, you should play it by ears. Who are you going to be against with? If you're going to, let's say, be against with someone lower, or someone, a club that is not so difficult to deal with, we would highly encourage everyone to just focus in research. But if you would be facing with someone who's let's say a high ranker in the club rankings, what we usually do is to diversify your force, in a sense that you will put all of your characters in love, so that you will still get, let's say, 1500 points. So it's really about strategizing and making sure that every move that you or every let's say registration that you make is worth it and is smart. So final thoughts, my fellow heroes: communication. Communication plays a very vital role for you to be able to rank ahead of your opponents or other clubs in your server. So I would highly encourage everyone to have at least one form of communication, like Discord or your Facebook Messenger, so that it would be easier for you to collaborate with all of your club mates. So well, that's pretty much all about it. Should you have any other questions, guys, just kindly use the comment down section below. And this has been your Any Hero Nagato. May we all have an awesome day. Goodbye, guys.